Hello everyone, it's Full Shock. Just gonna be practice casting some of the Omega series scrims just to get familiar with the maps. And I mean, I know all the players, but some of the teams, there aren't actually any set teams here. Stud has like 3 members of its roster. Zhao and Chisato are on a team, but let's see what happens. So red team is going to drop 3 in back with 2 in front, Bell and Banana in front. Looks like we've got Zhao, Chisato, and then Autopilot and Sash. Pro stack cooking in the corner. Some chef's shit up there. And then we got old Narn, Mr. Narnuk, the German powerhouse, ready to hold the line, hold the front while these 4 clowns behind him decide to, figure out what they're going to do. So Napoleon moves a little bit closer up, which makes sense, right? You probably want the 3 mechs start. And I assume you could put BP there to be able to hit both. I'm not super familiar with a lot of these maps, which is one of the reasons why. Command Center also has these super trippy, like you can build on these and it's a little weird. You can also put radar and other things up here. So I think this could end up being, just because it's so porky, I feel like this map is definitely going to lean into some pretty ridiculous starts. All right, so what do we got here? We got Chisato arm, Zhao arm, Narn core, Sash arm, and Autopilot core. And then on this side, we've got the boosted arm bot lab from MasterBel. Banana is also arm. Sargeras with the core start. Poly. So this has 75 title. So if you start here and you drop that, you can instantly boost for your team. Just some big brain shit from Poly, except that he's arm. And then NapoleonBlownApart is there as well. And Sash also got his. So this is going to be a boosted lab versus an unboosted lab where MasterBel and Narn are going to be able to throw in a few more units. But it looks like, I thought Zhao was going to boost Chisato, but he's not. He's going to drop his own bot lab, and there's quite a bit of reclaim on this map, isn't there? Yeah, I mean, close to 300k, 1500 metal and 300k. I think most of the metal's here and here, though. But I don't really feel like it's going to be worth contesting in 5s. Initial scouting tick coming out. Narn with the forward. Not. I feel like if it was just a little bit farther ahead right here, it'd be able to get both the mexes and that, but all good. Look at the greed from MasterBel. Okay, hey, this is what you want to see in all your games, right, team? 4 res bots, 6 cons before you make a single offensive unit. And Poly with the comm drop, did they see it? I mean, they're gonna have to, yeah. But we don't have an air open. So the real question is, do you want to drop nettles, or do you want to just drop the lab, or do you want to just make AA bots? And it looks like make AA bots is the call. And Sargeras is gonna couple this with a scout and a bomber. So Poly dropped there. All right, so bomber doesn't accomplish that much, so I feel like the boost was maybe a little bit weak, but I do enjoy the air start for that. And Poly's gonna be able to lock this down on this side, which is actually pretty nice because you can backfill all these mexes, and more importantly, you get some title pawns right here. I don't think you can title. Can you title here? No, you cannot. So just a few of those title pawns. looks like they could come drop front lap, but yeah, that's true. Fly like that and then drop there and just walk it. Poly doesn't have anything to stop rocket bots, but Zhao just has the one thug with 3 crossbows behind it, so he'll start applying pressure there. And Banana's gonna have to start fighting Narn, but Narn has the thug grunts behind it. And I don't think we see any other. Napoleon's just back here chilling. So we're gonna see an air lab transition from Sashkorin. Zhao is staying on that, and T2 is gonna go up or is queued. So we are ready for action. So I think Poly wants to just hold this for now just to keep them here so that they can backfill these mexes, which totally makes sense because a few LLT shouldn't take too long. I'm a little bit worried about the Banana side. So if these grunts can get through, definitely could be an issue. We got pawns coming, they'll pick off a few. And Sargeras is getting up his fighter wall. Multiple rocket bots coming in for the boys. So no vehicles at all for anyone starting here, despite the fact that it's flat. I'm guessing that, well, I don't know, it's pretty choky. I feel like you would want to transition because I think like Lasher Whistler or something could do great work here. Poly, nice little wall play. We're gonna have some rocket on rocket action between Zhao and Polygon. Those were gifted. T2 is almost done, and bombing run is getting ready for Sash. Sargeras also has Shuri's out, so if this does commit in, but there's AA bots, aren't there? There aren't AA bots here. Ooh, it'd be a little scary. Paul's doing pretty good work though with his. Oh boy. With his micro Bantana pushing up. If he gets a couple D guns and there's a bit of pressure, Shuri's are gonna come out, but Nettle built by Narn, so he should be okay still. This is quite a few rocket bots. If they can trade favorably, they might be able to push Narn back and then take those mexes. Poly is holding incredibly well here. And res bots are keeping everything up. As long as they're not overkilled, you can probably res most of the dead ones too and just apply the pressure. Zhao is not making anything else. They're just boosting straight into T2, right? And here comes the first recluse. So relatively simple. Get to the choke, hold the choke, push one side, and do an early transition into Spoders. And we do not see... Do we see T2? We do see T2. The Hound is interesting. I feel like in a lot of recent games, we just don't see Hounds because Recluse feel really overtuned, even on flat ground. Unless you can really, really abuse the speed of Hounds, it feels like Recluse are just better units in the vast majority of situations. So Chisato's gonna push here. And that is 15 bombers against not that many figs, but he is producing figs, and I don't think there's really supporting figs to go with it. So scout coming out. Let's see what kind of vision do we get for blue team. Instantly shot down. They're still going, and he's gonna pull him back. So this is actually looking decent. The early T2 timing isn't that crazy, and they're still ratting out a mechs advantage. Uh-oh. Bombers coming. Are they going to try to comm snipe maybe? Yeah. But Fig's coming out. What are they? Yeah, they're going to try to snipe Poly. Poly juking and jiving over here. What you got, Polygon? He's surviving though, I think. And Sargeras is somehow losing more of his figs? I guess he killed the majority of the bombers, so probably worth it. This single recluse did buy a little bit of breathing room. They were able to fight back. The title is huge, and then also some of those mexes. AGO's up, and they haven't even started their AGOs yet, so definitely an interesting thing, I think, for a lot of the builds when we're watching these scrims and eventually the games. I think we're definitely going to see a lot of kind of title into T2, into AGO, and spiders just to oppose this. And previously it felt like they were leading, but now they're a little bit behind. It is, I mean, in terms of an OS difference, it's relatively substantial. So these are some incredibly skilled high OS team players. Banana, he's got the hounds and all of his rocket bots. Everyone else in the game is sharing except for Chisato. Oh, Chisato. So we do have spiders for Poly. He should maybe be able to do something there. And Banana's gonna eat some of the wrecks on the ground. I almost want him to eat the rocket bots. Just turn those into hounds. How much metal is here? I mean, 1440 metal and rocket bots does not seem as scary as if you were to just put that into spiders, but we'll see. Porking up a bit, I guess. Afraid of the spiders? No one's made any plays for the high ground here yet, though. And Core T2 Lab termites? Probably not. Spybot Sumo, maybe? Spybot Shelly? And they are sniping these. Chisato is scaling, but he's going to be making a few more. Zhao's comm is relatively low, though. So I feel like we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of spiders here. They up most of these mexes. I mean, metal advantage. Is anyone? Oh, Zhao. He dead. All right, Zhao's dead. Sash's comm is there and is cloaked. Is there radar? There's radar, right? They see. Yeah, they see it. They know it's there. So this is actually feeling a little bit sketch for blue team right now. Chisato with the super late comm. Oh no, he's rezzing the commander. Never mind. They're about to get collapsed on from both sides if they're not careful, and I think there's maybe just been a little bit more greed than anticipated. The thing is that by pushing both these sides, they've secured so many mexes. If they can up these to T2 and just keep going, I feel like they might be able to break it. Sash's comm does go down to spiders, and the Hound rocket bot on this other side is going to keep pushing. We got double core jammer. Maybe Autopilot can get close enough to do something, but this is actually starting to look a little bit scary for blue team. I do like the random snipers out just to pick off all the stuff that would love to chip away. So there's a radar dot now, so Autopilot is visible. So insane that they're 90 metal. They're making more, so Autopilot is gonna be hanging here, and we see the bomber transition. Interesting. Do they know that? No, I don't think they do, right? Oh, they do know that there's an AGO there. If that pops, that's game. We got spiders coming. Chisato has spiders of his own, but can these just suicide straight for the AGO and pop it? Oh, there's a sniper. Some spider on spider action. Meanwhile, MasterBel is collecting quite a force of bombers over here. 16 so far, and I almost feel like he should have. Why is Banana not pushing? Yeah, I feel like if Banana just pushed that, he might be able to do it just with his comm. The spiders traded in, so this is Gonna be interesting. Spider's gonna push back, so bit of reclaim up here. They flew a con turret up to eat it, so that's pretty huge. I don't... Do we think... Okay, what do we have here? T2. Yeah, they're not upping these maxes. These are 1.8s. The Hound versus Recluse is rough. I feel like he has the E. Maybe the sniper transition would just be better, but the game could just be decided right here with this bombing run. Are they gonna commit? Do they know? I mean, yeah, they know it's a boom geo, right? The one thing that's rough with a lot of these maps with like all of this is when you hit the cliff and like everything flies weird where like the planes slow down. These are really grouped though. I don't know if you want this, dude. Okay. 10%. Second run. Rallies it and runs, loses all the bombers, but takes that whole side of the base. Massive economic swing. So popped it. I think that's definitely something we'll see more of in the tourney for sure. With the scout, they haven't left yet. And Zhao is continuing to chip away with Recluse. Poly has his own little Recluse army coming along the top. I do like this, but can it even... I mean, it's not gonna be able to shoot any of the main base there. Can it... We'll hit some of that, so we can hit this and maybe hit that. I wonder if you can overshoot it to hit that. I'm honestly not convinced that's super useful either, but it's interesting just to kind of see as players play this and develop it. Did Narn mean to cue wind? Lich comes out, pops a few things. Is it gonna die? Oh, it gets out though. And if they can repair it and then bring it back, that's huge. Flak going down on this side. Don't stop. Listen, guys, what's better than 1 radar? 29 radars. All right, that's peak bar right there. A little bit of a slowdown. We got Sargeras dropping his fusion. Anti-nuke going down. MasterBel also covering for anti-nuke and gantry going down. Just, I wonder if this is a Vanguard player or if this is something else. Unironically, I think cards could do a ton of work here. We got some Recluse following. Oh no, are they gonna pop it again? What do they have vision of? Ooh, they have vision of a lot, actually. I feel like he got in, but he didn't act... Never mind, I take it back. He didn't get that much, but he actually did quite a bit. Dual crossbows down, so they're super far behind. So weird. Sargeras had an early bombing run that like didn't accomplish much because it didn't get much vision. That is so greedy from Chisato. Good God. Yeah, Vanguard's coming out now. All right, so game feels like it's maybe stabilizing a bit. I thought that bombing run would do a little bit more. Got some converters, got some wind, but blue team is still ahead in terms of energy per second, even though they're not ahead for metal. We got some T2 bombers coming out, and cliff vanguards are terrifying. If we can get some high ground cliff vanguards, I feel like they'll shred. They're gonna need something with them though, because Recluse can just run at them. I don't think Napoleon. I don't know about Napoleon actually. So next bombing run coming in from oh no. Another AGO bites the dust. Another AGO bites the dust. Is this an actual tourney map? Yes, this is an actual tourney map. On the high ground, about to start shelling. Yeah, this is what I'm afraid of, because like vanguards, if you want the range, like one, you're gonna have higher range anyway, but vanguards can just go right here, right? Yeah, I mean, vanguards can hide right here on high trajectory and nothing is gonna hit them from below. Why are we not on high trajectory? What was that? There we go. Now we got high trajectory. I mean, look at that range. That Vanguard is super, super safe. But blue team is still really, really big. I mean, they're still relatively equal in metal. Granted, our energy production, there's still a massive metal split. What's the... Bro, you can imp that? Okay. This is gonna be full-on bar trench warfare in the actual tournament. Is it worth it to amp an AGO on retreat? Yes, it is. I need to look. Okay. There's a comm here, though, isn't there? Don't you want... I feel like we need some spam, gentlemen. I feel like we need some spam. Or we need to just get D. How did he see him? Is there radar? Oh, there is radar. Oh my god. Yeah, like, I feel like tick spam and very little effort just ends this game. But they're gonna try to play it out and still do a bit more. We got some... Oh, we got a Lich and some T2 fighters, but... Chisato has decided he has been bombed enough times. He's not gonna let it happen, but this Razorback gets in. Blue team, are we... Razorback about to live the dream. Uncontested backline eco. Get him, little Razor, get him. It's all about that Razorback life. Oh, may pop all the BP. He knows the comm is there. Is that game? No, they res. Chisato resed his comm, right? Yeah. So one Razor is gonna come up this Vanguard just shooting over. They clear all of that. Blue team does get... They don't even get great scouting info, to be honest. Double Lich. I mean, they can't... There's 5 enemy comms. You can't even comm snipe it. Oh, they sniped the Emp. But yeah, I mean, time to call it, boys. You have been cooked. Interesting. So in terms of a recap, definitely those early titles to abuse it is kind of cool. The wind is high, so there was a bit of wind farming. It got bombed quite a bit. Those geos, they're so juicy, but they're just the easiest bomb targets. You just fly over. It's like you need AA on the hill. And then I think it's going to be a lot of trench warfare. We're waiting for our boy Sashkorin. I'm not sure what Sash is doing. Is he AFK? He might be AFK. You got fried by a strategy from Google. I don't even feel like it was that intensive a strategy. I mean, it was just the 3 backline spawn with the co-op front, which to me totally makes sense. I like the triple pinpointer too, but there should be more than enough. More starters, yeah. I think the recluse play is big. I'd be curious. I think vanguards are just safer because you can just hide on the cliffs and high trajectory shoot over. But interesting first game on, or interesting game to spec on Command Center, just to kind of see how the map plays.